to Flicks, Picks, Chips, and Dip here on the America Period Network. I'm your host, Matt Sweets, along with my father, co-host, and the man who thinks a bowl of freaking ring bologna and beans is a delicacy like no other, Big Dave.
Yay.
Yeah. What? I mean, you do love your ring bologna and beans.
Yes, I do.
That's
They're
gross,
good.
but you know.
It's not gross. It's old school.
It's wait, food of the gods, right?
Yes, old school.
Yeah, whatever.
Depression school era.
Oh, yes, it's definitely Depression era food. I can agree with you
Yes.
on that. So, we're talking about a documentary today, okay? Not a limited series or anything like that. Usually I don't drag you into the documentaries too often, but this one I definitely needed you to check out. The Crash. A deadly car crash. 2 teenagers dead. 1 survivor. Sounds like a tragic accident until prosecutors claim it was murder. Netflix The Crash dives into the controversial case of Mackenzie Shirilla, a teenager accused of intentionally driving her car into a building, killing her boyfriend and his friend. Directed by Gareth Johnson, the documentary examines the evidence, the trial, and the question that continues to divide the internet years later. Was this a horrific accident or something far more sinister? By the time the credits roll, you'll probably have an opinion, and chances are somebody online will tell you you're wrong already.
Ah, yes. That was a very good documentary. I think I've seen it before on ID.me, but Netflix did a better job of it. And I do believe, the poor woman.
Did she do it?
She did it, yeah.
Intentionally? Was it murder?
That's hard to prove if it was murder, I would say. She might have been high. Apparently, she wasn't high,
Correct.
according to those. But apparently, she might have blacked out. You don't know.
Well,
if she blacked out, but then again, if she blacked out, she couldn't have made the S-curves in the road. She would have went off long before they hit the building because she was doing over 90 mile an hour. So she didn't black out. So it's a good possibility, yes, she did it on purpose, that her boyfriend was breaking up with her. It was just sad that the other kid went along for the ride.
He was collateral damage in the whole thing, which breaks my heart. You know, out of all 3 of the individuals, he was collateral damage. He was a victim.
Yeah,
I feel so sorry for that family. But I would agree partially with you. So I did not see the ID.me one that was on a different station. And apparently on social media, so there's a lot of people blowing up this documentary. Some say it's great. Some say it's horrible. A lot of people say, they left out a lot of information. That being said, so there is a Hulu episode about this event that happened, and there's some other like YouTube interviews and so forth. From my understanding, so the Hulu version is very, from my understanding, again, I haven't seen it yet, it's very damaging to the girl. Okay.
Oh, I can believe it. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, here's the sad part. So I thought the Netflix one was damaging to the girl.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Okay, here's the sad part. That was supposed to be her and her family telling their side of the story.
Yeah.
Whoa. If that is the best they can do for telling her side of the story, oh man, she is definitely going to be in jail for a very, very, very long time.
And she can thank her mother for putting her there.
Oh my goodness!
What she said in the courtroom was ridiculous.
That would definitely make your jaw drop.
Yeah, she should have kept her mouth shut.
They would have been better off. Yes, her mom should have kept quiet in the courtroom, and they should have never even done this Netflix documentary. I think it did more damage than anything. She was better off just kind of keeping a lower profile and so forth. And the parents for, what was her name, Mackenzie or something? I forget actually.
Something like that. I can't remember.
The girl's parents, let's be real, they were enablers, okay?
Yes.
I mean, like look, I'm all about, kids being kids and teenagers being teenagers, but if you have no boundaries, if you have no discipline in life, look at the results.
And she was, what, 16, 17, living with her 22-year-old boyfriend or something, however old he was, in their own house. Yeah, that didn't make sense.
That's a little weird, too. I mean, let's be real. First of all, it's statutory rape. I mean, he was dating her while she was in high school. She wasn't graduated or anything yet, and she's living with him. He was well over 18 even at that point. And, I love how Netflix kind of skirted over it, but apparently the Hulu documentary got into this much more. The boyfriend, his entrepreneurial ability was pretty much a pharmaceutical rep.
Yes.
If you understand what I'm saying here, folks.
Yes.
And even in the Netflix one, they were showing a few text messages, and they were like, "Hey, can so-and-so, can Dom get us, X, Y, and Z?" Which kind of does spell out he is a pharmaceutical rep.
Yes.
So the parents are co-signing all this stuff. And another sad part, so the father of Mackenzie or whatever her name is, he's sitting there getting interviewed. He's like, "Oh yeah, I believe her left and right, no consequences." He's wearing a shirt that says "boom" on it. Whoa, that's a little. Might want to pick the different set of attire for this documentary. And apparently he was a professor at some college or university.
Yeah.
And apparently, allegedly, he's been fired since.
Yes.
Does not surprise me whatsoever. Yeah, this is the kind of guy that's teaching your kids. Think about it, folks. Yeah. So, the $1 million question, is it murder? Now, I can understand vehicular homicide. I can understand some of these other points. But did she really have the intent to murder them?
Well, let's put it like I said, driving 90-some miles an hour, and they proved that she didn't even touch the brakes.
Oh, no, not at all. Right.
She was steady on the gas pedals, going through like an S-turns.
Yeah, right.
And heading straight for the building, ran the stop sign, just kept on going. Didn't make an attempt. You could only go right or left, and she made no attempt to make a turn. If she would have, she would have flipped the car.
Right.
Instead of ramming into the building.
Correct.
So I think the intent was there.
Wow, okay.
Okay. And that's all there is to it. I think she got what she deserved.
And most people will agree with, yes, the verdict and her sentence is correct, if you will. The theories behind it, though, so let's back up one other piece here, because Netflix did not really get into this much. He was just as bad, the boyfriend, Dom, okay?
Sure.
They were both in a highly toxic, horrible relationship with one another, constantly arguing, breaking up. Let's be real, folks. Growing up, we've all maybe had one or two of those relationships in life,
Yes.
Maybe. But that was severely toxic and really inevitable for them to... that story was not going to end well, is what I'm saying.
Well, no. But it could have ended better than what it did.
Now, the two theories, so a friend of mine, she and I have been discussing this quite a bit as well. She has two theories, and actually I can buy into the one. So her theory on, and this goes back to the intent question, was their intent to murder as opposed to vehicular homicide and her just being immature and stupid, if you will. Okay. So the one theory is that her brain, just because, so many drugs and just running wild on the streets for years, her brain obviously has not developed fully. So her decision making is not there, right? Her common sense is not there. Now, again, my friend will sit there and say that, okay, maybe she didn't realize that 98 miles an hour is really bad idea, first of all, and slamming into a building head on damn near, yeah, that's also a really bad idea, especially at 98 miles an hour. She didn't think that it would have killed them. That's the theory. That even though she was traveling 98 miles an hour, she didn't think it would create that much damage where, okay, the airbags would deploy and all three of them would walk out, with injury, but not, dead. The other theory, and this one I can actually buy into a little bit, okay? Now, mind you, they've had text messages weeks before this about how she's going to run them off the road, he's going to run them off the road. They're both playing with the steering wheel. They're both a hot mess. Here's the theory. Romeo and Juliet. She essentially wanted to create a suicide-type situation between her and Dom. I could see that.
That's a possibility. But
wait.
she survived. Why didn't she say that?
That's a good question. And you leave
if you have to have an excuse why you were doing 90 miles an hour straight into a building, you have to have some type of an excuse. And that would have been, let's say, the perfect excuse. Yes, we had a suicide pact.
She would have been better off doing that. She would have been better off telling the truth and just, here it is. Here it is. I'm laying it all on the table, folks. I messed up.
She might have been found guilty of manslaughter in the first degree, or maybe even second degree murder.
Right.
But she would have been eligible for parole in maybe, 10 years or something like that?
Possibly. I don't know. I think the mandatory minimum was 15.
But what she's got is 25 to life. She has to do a minute.
No, it's 15 to life.
I thought she got 25.
No, I think it's 15 for each case running concurrently.
I'll take your word for it. I can't remember.
But, her, again, the girl, Mackenzie, whatever her name is, she should not have talked at all. No. Anytime she spoke to the camera, I think I almost had to cringe a little bit because it's just like, oh my God, this is just so canned. And it did not come off very genuine to me at all. Actually, the last 5 minutes of the documentary pretty much sealed the deal like, oh yeah, she's guilty of something, okay?
Oh.
Whether it's murder or vehicular homicide, she's guilty of something, and I don't really see the remorse in her face or, in her statement or anything. It was just like, wow, that's really how we're going to end this.
And that's the way it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, overall, my opinion, it's definitely a pick. Great documentary, highly recommended. It was very interesting. I would say it also kept you engaged in it because, you want to see what the hell this crazy girl was thinking, over this scenario. And
so, very good documentary. Well worth watching.
So,
well worth.
For Big Dave, is it a pick or a skip?
It's a pick.
Okay, don't pick your nose.
I didn't pick my nose, folks. I didn't pick my nose.
I don't think you want.
I pretended to do that.
I definitely don't think you want that out on social media of you picking your nose.
No.
And now the other fun part of this. Yes, I kept this one away from you for a little bit, just because I know how you have a bad habit of trying to sneak them ahead of time.
No.
Here's our next flavor. I'm very excited to try these. I'll just leave it at that for now.
You can't be that excited about it.
Oh, no, I'm excited about this.
Over a potato chip?
I am very excited.
What are you, nuts?
I'm excited yes. I am very excited to try this chip. He paused quite a bit there. Trying to process it still.
Yeah, it's got a sour taste to it.
You think sour?
Uh-huh.
What do you think it tastes like?
I like a dill pickle.
You think that tastes like dill?
Yeah.
You're way off, first of all.
All right.
Next question. Big Dave, pick or skip?
Oh, I skip.
You don't like them?
No. No one.
Really? Oh, we're going to have to disagree on this one. I would say that this one's a pick.
Well,
and for this flavor that y'all are wondering, I love a good Brazilian steakhouse, okay? A good one. Yes, believe it or not, Brazilian style garlic sauce You definitely,
That was the garlic, and I tasted.
definitely not dill though.
Well, it tasted like that.
Yes. This is one of the Do Us a Flavors right now. And actually, if you get a bag of this, you have the chance to win tickets to the FIFA World Cup. It's FIFA, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I pronounce that right, because I'm not a sports person in the family kids. I thought they're pretty good. For me, it's a pick. For Big Dave, it's a skip.
Skip it.
Whatever. So, do you have anything else to say about the crash?
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, folks. And make sure you continue to follow us on the America Period Network. So like, follow, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.